Is this thing recording?
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on? Alright guys, welcome back to All the Gear, No Idea podcast. Today I have a really good friend on. I've known him for a couple of years. His name's Sam Thompson. He is a filmmaker, director from Brisbane.
Yes.
How you doing, bro?
Good, bro. Thanks for having me on, man.
That's all good, man. I've been wanting to have you on basically when I thought about the idea of having a podcast.
Yeah.
Not only because I know that you're a brilliant filmmaker, director, but you're just an all-around good guy, and always when we're together, it's good chats.
Good yarns, eh?
Good yarns. It's about footy.
So is this a footy podcast or what?
Yeah, no, we'll send it to the NRL and say, hey, we've made a footy podcast.
Yeah.
It's only one episode a year.
yeah. Love it.
How you been?
Good, bro. Yeah, really good. We're so obviously, yeah, you and I. When did we meet, bro? It would have been 2 years ago now. 3 years ago.
I was actually thinking about that because I told Amanda I am doing a potty with Sam.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what to. Not that I don't know what to talk about with you, but I was like trying to think about like when the hell did I meet this guy?
Bro,
how can I put that in the podcast?
So when we had the cafe, like that was definitely the start.
I rocked up with Amanda.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the other guys met you first, and then someone you got to meet Carlo.
Nah, there was
You know what I mean? Like James and that, you came in.
Were you there that day?
No, I wasn't there that day, and I got to meet Carlo, and then you came in with all the boys, like Mitch. Who else was
for
there?
A coffee.
Yeah, and there was a bunch of boys that came in
Ian.
with Ian with all your laptops. Sneaker Daddy, shout out Sneaker Daddy.
Shout out Sneaker Daddy.
And then I think we just met through that, bro, and just like hit it off straight away.
True.
Bro, I actually remember this this one. It was like the early stages. We were all at this big long table at the cafe, and some conversation was teeing off about an unnamed topic, and then like you just started like teeing off at this chick that was there. Like not badly, but you guys were having like this back and forward about.
What was it
I
about?
can't remember what it was about. It was about like. I can't remember exactly what it was about.
Damn, everyone's going to think I'm a bad
But
person.
no, but you were just like, nah, but I actually think this, because she was teeing off, like she was like arcing up about some topic. I don't know what it was, something hot at the time.
I was challenging her.
Yeah, and then you were like, oh, I actually don't think that. Like, I actually think this and this. And then it was like, was pretty heated.
I said that was your first memory.
It was like one of the early memories. And then I remember, I like this guy. He actually like can talk and think for himself. And I was like, and then we started hanging from there.
I remember though that you didn't talk to me for like 3 years after that.
No. Bro, and then I remember that drive to Byron, down to Byron when we did that wedding. Remember?
Oh,
and we were just, and the first time you told me about your America experience.
Oh, bro. Like,
bro, that's got to be a day on the podcast.
That's a
funny story, bro.
That's a funny story. I'll probably. I don't know if this podcast is about me.
No, it's not.
I can tell that story really quickly, I guess.
But you're a very interesting person.
What have you been up to, bro? Like, what's I haven't
Heaps.
actually seen you for a couple of months.
Yeah, I haven't.
Because you moved from Brisbane back up to Noosa.
Yeah, we're in Mooloolaba. Yeah, so we are obviously living in Brizzy for 7 or 8 years. My wife and I.
Yep.
Built a house on the north side of Brizzy, and then we decided after a year we're going to move to America. So we sold up the house. Oh man, how long ago now? Probably March.
So the house is gone. It's sold now.
Sold, done. So what we're doing, we're moving to America to start. So we're doing, obviously here in Australia, do film, creative, online sort of stuff. So just basically moving what we do here to America. For a number of reasons. We've always wanted to move there just because I think it'll be a great experience and I love America. And also just in terms of numbers, man, so we're moving to Texas, into Dallas. And in Texas, there's 36 million people that live in the state. 36 million people.
Just in the state.
And there's 26 in Australia, or 27 in all of Australia.
How many in Dallas?
Oh, I don't know the exact. I don't know the exact numbers in Dallas, but there'd be.
Is that where you're?
Millions, man.
Dallas is where you want to set base.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, so Dallas Fort Worth area. I'll tell you right now, Dallas population. There's literally.
Get the Google out.
There's 1.3 million in Dallas, so it's actually not massive.
That's still a lot.
That for one city, but Dallas also is only it's smaller than Brisbane in terms of like the size.
So Dallas might be the smallest.
No, Houston's the smallest city in Texas.
Houston?
Yeah,
Okay.
It goes like Houston's the smallest, Dallas, then Austin.
Cool.
So yeah, anyway, so we sold up the house and we wanted to keep it, but we also needed a bit of capital to actually start the US company. So. Yeah, that's all done now. We started the US company. We've submitted all the visa applications. We've got like a final interview in January, at the start of January.
Who's that
Sydney.
with?
In Sydney at the consulate.
Yep.
And they do like an interview with Jazz and I, and then we just in there for 10, 15 minutes.
Have you done an interview with them already?
No. This is like the first and only
fly
one.
down there?
Fly down to Sydney. We do the interview, and then they basically approve or deny. So we've spent all this money, set up the whole thing. I don't think they're going to deny at all.
Have you talked to somebody to ask, like, why would they deny you?
Oh, yeah. So we've got attorneys for everything. So we had to have attorneys for setting up the business, attorneys for visas, attorneys for accounting, attorneys for everything. So they've done everything. They're like, there's no way you're going to get denied. So we're confident for sure. But they just want to check, are these guys legit, blah, blah, blah. We've done all the paperwork. We spent 8 months setting this thing up, bro. Like, it's a full-on operation.
So when are you, let's say everything goes to plan, everything's all sweet. When do you think that you'll be there?
I reckon we'll probably leave Australia end of January.
So basically set up Feb.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So we've got everything ready to go, studio, all the equipment's there, our cars, everything's sitting there waiting. So we'll move over there and have everything ready to go.
Yeah. Our mate Matt, told me you bought a car. Where's that now? Is that just
that's sitting at my mate's house. Yeah, so we got some Aussie friends there. Yeah,
oh, really?
And so he's using that at the moment. He's
free.
loving a big Jeep Gladiator. Yeah, of course.
Nice.
So we'll probably move over there and stay with them for a month or two.
Until you find something.
Drive around, see what suburbs we like, and then we'll get a rental, and then we'll probably buy. Like, because you got credit score over there. I'm not even going to try and explain it. It's ridiculous. So we've got to basically get a credit card, build up the credit score before we can even be like
banking
eligible for anything. Yeah.
Is that who you got? You got credit card?
I don't know who we'll go with yet.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're going to build up our credit score, and then we'll probably buy in a year or two.
So the business that you're setting up there, this is what I was about to get up to, because like I said at the beginning, you're a filmmaker, director.
Yeah.
And your company that you've recently begun, Atka?
Yeah, so Akta it's called.
Akta?
And Akta is Swedish for genuine or authentic.
Sweet.
So I wanted to go for like that. The branding idea was like my inspo was IKEA, because I just think they've nailed their branding.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to keep to a 4-letter word. And so we were just looking at like all these different meanings. And I think like I wanted something that embodied me, and I really like try and pride myself in being the same person everywhere that I go. I want to try and be like genuine, authentic, and the work that I do, I really want I want people to feel that, you know? So like the main thing I want to do is like documentaries and telling stories. And so, you know, I want it to be like genuine, authentic, heart hitting, you know, like something that's emotional. And so that's kind of how I operate. So I wanted it to match that. And I thought it was a cool name. And so we went with that. So I was operating under the Story House for 5 or 6 years.
Yep.
Which was great, but then I realized when we went over there, the Story House was taken, and copyright and patenting over there is a whole nother show.
Really?
Yeah, so they said you can't use it. I said okay, so we had to change the name, which I wanted to do anyway. I wanted to do a rebrand. So
blessing in disguise kind of thing.
It was, yeah, and so we changed over to Akta, and I think it's way better anyway. So
yeah, dude, and the logos you have and all that stuff looks awesome.
Yeah, I love it, man. Yeah, I worked with a designer in Brizzy, Jackson Alexander. He works for Ground Crew. Hey, man, he's done graphic designer if you guys ever need anything. So yeah, he was great, man, working with him, trying to just telling him the story, and he just worked on all the branding and that back end of stuff. So yeah, man. So the plan is we're going to get over there, and I already got so much stuff lined up. My first priority is actually getting a couple of people staffed. So I need to get like we're thinking getting a producer on first who can help organize everything, and then get a filmmaker second, and then we'll build out from there. It's just another world, bro. Like, we don't actually understand as Australians how big it is over there.
Yeah.
350 plus million people in one country, which is basically the size of Australia. It's like, it's a numbers game. It's unreal, you know? The best way someone explained it to me was like, in Australia, there's so many perks about Australia. So many. But in Australia, we've got like, so if you are the poorest of the poor, you're still eligible for $300 a week on Centrelink, right?
Yep.
So we've got this amazing safety net where the government really, I guess, support us if we're struggling, or if you come from... Yeah, we've got everything. Everything you need. You can be homeless in Australia and still be rich.
You can still have nice teeth.
Right? But at the same time, I feel like in Australia, there's this tall poppy sense where if you want to be successful or do something or go big or dream big, everyone's like, nah, you're not going to do that. Come on, just stay humble. Just da-da-da. You know, there's this cap.
Yeah.
But in America, bro, like, and what I've found, the experiences that I've been there and the people I've met is like, there's no safety net.
No.
So if you got no money, if you got no drive, you come from a poor family, you're screwed, right? The government don't look after you. You don't get supported. But on the flip end, if you got drive, motivation, a bit of money behind you, you know, a bit of momentum, the sky's the freaking limit, bro. Like, the sky's the limit. Everyone wants to help you. Everyone wants to see you succeed. They want to make sure you're successful.
It's a big country on, like, get yours type of thing.
Yeah,
like,
it is. If you want to make dreams, bro, like, that's where you go.
Yeah.
And so, especially in film, like, that's where I need to be. And so I don't know if we're going to be there forever.
Yeah.
We're going
why
not? Why not? Yeah. We've got 4-year visa. If we love it, we can actually indefinitely extend that.
Yeah.
Pending if we're investing in the US economy accurately, which we will be fine.
Yeah.
So, you know, we could be there forever. We could come home. I don't know. Yeah. I think I'll probably want to stay.
Yeah.
But once we have kids and a family, maybe we might want to come back for the lifestyle. Like, I don't know. But, bro, I just think, why not? Let's just go for it. Let's just say it fails. miserably, which it won't, but if it does, bro, we just come home.
Yeah.
That's the worst that happens.
But there's nothing wrong with the fail.
No, 100%.
You don't want to be... How old are you now, dude?
27.
27. You don't want to be 37 or 47 and be like, why didn't we go to America for 1 year? Why didn't we? You know, like...
100%, bro. Why not?
Yeah, it's the... I guess, like... What you're doing is a big thing, okay? But it's like people that just don't travel in general. It's like, oh, you know, I missed out on like all these memories that I could have had.
Yeah. But like, just go for it. Just take the risk.
Yeah.
And I think, bro, like, honestly, taking the success that we've had here and what we're doing here, like, it's going gangbusters at the moment, and taking the success that we've done here and applying that to America just on a bigger scale, I can't see it failing. You know, I can see definitely lessons being learned and, you know, having to learn a whole new culture. There's a bit of a culture shock in Texas. There is. You walk around, you go into a cafe, bang, gun on the hip. You're like, oh, crap, that's someone's, you know, like... And like speed limit's optional, like there's just so many like cultural differences, but you know there's so many great things about Texas in particular that I love, and I'm just itching at the bit to get there, bro. Like I'm so excited.
Nah, it's gonna be sick. Dude.
And I can't wait to just give it everything, man. You know, like I want to look back and be like, man, I'm so glad we took that risk. You know, some people are like, why would you do that? Like it's so dumb. Why don't you just keep your house? Like why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Like I don't care. Like because I'll look back in 5 years and be like, I reckon best decision we ever made. Exactly. You know,
and it's not like you can't. It's easier for you to like go to America and let's say you don't like it. Or let's say after 4 years you go, oh, I've done what I wanted to do. It's easier for you to rebuild in Australia.
100%. With like, the experience and the contacts.
Yeah, you know everyone here, your family's here.
100%.
You know where the good places are to live.
Yep. 100%.
You know where your contacts are.
Yep.
So like...
Yep.
Yeah, like, why not?
Yeah, we've built up a big enough base here that if we were to come back, we wouldn't have a problem rebuilding the business
exactly.
here.
Exactly.
We're going to keep
less than 6 months.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to keep the company open every year here anyway, because there is actually a bit of Australian work that I still need to do. But the pain in that is I pay double tax. So if I work within Australia but I'm living in the US, same thing. It's vice versa. So that doesn't matter. As long as we keep the company in a bit of a presence in Australia, then if we ever come back, it's not going to be a problem.
So who are you flying over? Just you and your wife, or are you bringing people
to
work for?
I need to primarily employ US citizens first, and then we can start to sponsor foreigners if anyone wants to come over and do some work. Like I know we've spoken about it.
Do you have much people over there that you can hire?
Yeah, I've got good contacts. So I don't know that many people yet. So my first mission will be getting there, setting everything up, and then once we're set up in terms of like all our clients and all that sort of stuff, then we can start to look at who we're going to put on. I need to start putting people on pretty much straight away. So it's just about networking, dude. But I was there for, in July, I was there for 2 weeks and I met that many people, dude.
Dude, that's America's like slogan. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
It's 100% who you know. Like played golf, met some billionaire, had no idea, like, and then we went out to his ranch, like, and then it turns out he was the guy who started Dickies clothing brand. Oh, yeah. Like, and just from playing around a golf, like,
it's unreal.
There's this, everyone's there and it's happening, so it's just easy to connect, bro.
That's cool. America is, like, I was there about 3 months ago for about 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, look fun.
I've been to America heaps and heaps and heaps of times, but like this time, man, like it's changed. Like since the last time I've been, like before COVID,
it's different, eh?
It's different now. Like a lot of people, I don't want to sound like I'm talking shit about America because I love America, you know.
Yeah.
Like shout out to our American friends and stuff like that. But like, they seem a bit down.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, well, they've been smashed, bro, with not just like COVID, but I mean like shootings have gone up. So there's a lot more fear involved. You know, homelessness in LA is out of control, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's skyrocketed since COVID. So I think they got hit really badly, and then they had a change of president, and that's massive to them. They're very patriotic.
They're so divided over there.
So it's a different vibe in Texas. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it's like Australia there. It's so good. So where'd you go? LA.
So you're in LA. I noticed that like my friend, our friend Mitch, he said to me, he was like, dude, man, like LA and like Vegas, there's a lot of people with no shame. And nothing wrong with it, like, cause you know, do what you want and live how you like and stuff. But like in Australia, like, you know, I guess there's a lot of like people that are worried about what they look like. And, like, in the States, like there's a lot of people like their guts are hanging out, they're yelling at people. Dude, a dude came up to me literally in the middle of Venice, loud as he can go, and just said, and I hold him my camera, and he was like, take a photo of me, man. Yeah. And I was like, no, and he was like, fucking take a photo.
Oh, really?
And I was like, all right. I didn't take a photo, but I just walked off, and I was just like, you're never gonna get that. But also,
That's very West Coast though. I'm not gonna, because like
we went to Utah.
Yeah.
Dude, and I was like, I could live here.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Australia.
Mormon City.
Everyone, and that's the thing, dude. Like, everyone was telling me, like, there's a lot of Mormons out there. I didn't see it.
Oh, really?
It wasn't in my
true.
face. Like, I didn't see, like, any religious stuff in my face or people coming up to me saying, here's a pamphlet. None of that shit. Like,
right. So you had a good experience.
I could live there.
Yeah, Salt Lake City's cool.
You know, we were only there for, like, 4 days. But in the 4 days, dude, like, if I was an alien, I didn't know what religion was.
Yeah.
Like, I still wouldn't know what it was.
Yeah. But the funny thing, they actually, like, I'm called an alien in the US when I live there. So they actually call me, like, the US government called Jazz and I an alien. That's what you are when you're an immigrant or you're on a visa. You're a foreign alien.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
They actually use the word. So like on my paperwork, Samuel Thompson, alien.
What the hell?
Bro, I know. Weird, eh?
So, like, I guess like
you're not from here.
Just think, like, they're the number one.
Yeah.
They're the only people in the world.
We're the pinnacle. Everyone else is aliens.
Yeah, everyone else, we're, like, the world.
Yeah, literally.
That's, like, their vibes.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
like, other than that, dude, America was absolutely amazing. Like, I'm actually going to come visit you, dude, when you're over there.
100%. We'll have a room. 100%.
You have a fold out?
Come do some contract work or something. Come live over there for 6 months or something.
No, it'll be sick. But, I'm super happy for you, man. Like,
pumped.
When you told me about the move, the first thing I basically said was like, what about me?
Yeah, that's what you said. I'm coming.
I was like, I'm coming, bro. Like, let me go with you.
Let me at him.
Yeah, but I would love to be over there. I would just love to be over there with you guys and just like bring Amanda. We'll hang out.
Yeah, 100%.
I've never been to Texas, dude.
Yeah, I reckon you'll love it, man.
What is it? Big trucks,
big trucks, big guns, big everything, man. The roads are big, 6-lane highways. They got their airport there. Their Dallas Fort Worth airport is the size of Manhattan.
Jesus.
The airport.
Yeah.
So think of Manhattan Island, same size their airport is.
What are the people like in Texas and
like Australia?
Are they?
In my experience, not really like laid back. It's a different vibe. So everyone's on a mission. Everyone's still like trying to make something of themselves. They're trying to prove themselves, like anywhere in the world, but particularly in America. But Southern hospitality, bro, is like a real thing, man. So everyone's like, what can I do to help you win? Do you want to stay at my house? Do you need food? Like, come over for dinner. Meet this person. Oh, you'd love this person. Like, right. I've already got a contact. Someone hit me up on Instagram. They knew we're moving there. Friend of a friend. And he's like, my mate does some photos and content for the Dallas Cowboys. And like, I'd love for you to come to like a Cowboys open day. I'm like, what?
Bro, you let me know that day.
Yeah, like literally when you get here, and I'm like, I know nothing about NFL. Like, I don't really, I'm going to have to learn it. Yeah. But, just stuff like that. Like, that doesn't really happen much in Australia. It's like, stick to your own, get to your own. But I just find the culture, especially in Texas, is like, what can we do to help you? Because this is the thing my attorney told me. He said, in America, if you win, I win. And if I win, you win. Yep. You know what I mean? So everyone's like, they know that they're going to win if they help somebody else win. And it's actually true. That's what happens when we help one another. Yeah. And we don't, anyway, it's just, I don't want to bag out Australia, but we do have a very tall poppy kind of syndrome.
I actually think Australians are very like nice, helpful, respectful, but only to their circle. They'll never like... They're not like...
Go out.
They'll never like help someone they've never met.
Yeah.
Or they'll never help someone that they've only met the first time. Like, they kind of like... It's kind of like...
Keep to yourself.
But then I guess, you can see like where sometimes bad things happen. Like if someone's on the side of the road with a flat wheel and then they turn out to be a serial killer.
Yeah.
Like Australians will just drive right past.
But it's even just like general, like just, in our industry, bro, like, being freelancers and then trying to build a company and stuff. It's like, it's hard because no one wants to share contacts. No one wants to be like... here, take this job or take that job because they're scared that, they're going to take that client or whatever. That doesn't happen in my experience in the States. It hasn't happened. Everyone's like, come meet this person, come into this meeting. Yeah, take that job, whatever. No one cares because there's so much work to go around. No one cares.
There's a lot of work
here.
Yeah, but I understand.
On a scale, it's just different, bro.
Some people would get, I guess, a bit upset if like, let's say you're a wedding photographer, which I am. Let's say like a client hits me up and says, hey, Carlo, like, we really like your work. We want to work with you. We want you to do our wedding. What's your prices? Blah, blah, blah. And let's say my mate is a wedding photographer as well. Yeah. But let's say these people don't know that we're mates. Yeah. So they hit him up too and say, hey, blah, blah. And let's say they choose him because he's $100 cheaper. Yeah. It doesn't hurt me. No. It doesn't piss me off. No. I'm not annoyed by that. No. But I know a lot of people in Australian industry, in the creative world, get pissed off by things like that. I know. They get this like, oh, why not me? Why didn't you choose me? Instead of like, oh, I know why you didn't choose me.
100%, bro.
I can maybe be better, or they maybe like your price range isn't with me. Like no one's fault. It's the same reason why like you go to a car dealership and you go, oh, this $30,000 car, what can you do for me?
Yeah, that's right.
Can you get it down to 29?
Yeah.
You don't just go there and say, this $30,000 car, how can we get it to $35,000?
That's right.
Like no one talks like that.
And also something, bro, like I learned this early on when I started doing this, like if you just do the right thing by people, right? And like if someone else is cheaper or better value or better suited, just recommend them. Like the amount of times I've recommended my mates to do a job, or people that I know to do a job, where I'm like, they're just gonna do a better job because of whatever reason, you know.
Yeah.
And like the golden rule, dude, is like it's the way the universe works. Is like what you put out, you get back.
Exactly,
bro. What I would say is what you sow, you reap. Like when you sow, generosity, or when you sow like being a good person or like treating people well, that's what you'll get back. You know what I mean? So like when I give out work, I know that if I give out 5 jobs, I'm going to get 10 in return.
Exactly.
It's just going to happen. And it's always happened to me.
Because it's a circle too. Like
it's 100% a circle,
like,
bro.
It's like with my wedding business, which I should do this, is I don't advertise. I don't really market.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. But word of mouth and being at the wedding and doing
it's everything.
Like, it's everything.
Yeah.
Because like I did a wedding on Saturday. I got 2 clients from that wedding.
Exactly.
They just came up to me and said, hey, my wedding's next year.
Yep.
What's your blah, blah.
And that's also because of the person you are too.
Exactly.
When you're there, like I've had that many weddings with you now, like, you know, you're kind, you're nice, you're like smiling, making sure everyone's involved. And that's honestly what I found, even in my industry, it's the same thing. People are buying you. They're buying the fact that when I come on set, I'm providing value and like I'm just a good human,
it's
right?
all vibe. They want good vibes, bro.
Bro, like anyone can pick up a camera and learn, you know, I'm not saying that photography is easy, but really with cameras these days, anyone can really take a photo.
Taking photos.
People are buying value. People are buying the fact that Carlo's coming and he's going to care about me. He's going to be nice. He's going to do a really good job. That's all I care about. It's the same thing with me. Like I'm not anything special, but people get me on to direct, or like I'm directing a short series at the moment. And I know 10 other dudes who could do the same thing, but they're like, Sam's going to bring out of people what we need. And when he's on set, he's happy, he's fun loving, he's making sure everyone's involved. That's actually what they care about. It's the same thing, man.
There's
like
3,000 wedding photographers in Queensland.
Provide value.
Why would they choose me?
Exactly.
Not because like, my photos can be good.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
Of course. You got to be good at your craft. No, you got to be good at your craft, 100%.
Yeah, but the next level is like, how can you make everyone feel comfortable? How can you make the experience worth them saying, we want to recommend this guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
like I know 5 people off the top of my head that I've worked with, or maybe just like know of, and they've got a bad name, you know, with clients because they're really just assholes on set. You know what I mean? Like they just think they know it all, blah, blah, blah. They're just not nice to be around. They won't get them again. They're better than me. I'm not going to lie. There's 10,000 people way better than what I do, right?
Many.
And that's fine, but they're not going to get them. They're going to get me because they know that I provide value and I love and I care for people when we're on set, you know? And so, I mean, any encouragement for anyone listening, like obviously be epic at what you do and always work on your craft and get better and better and better. But when you're around people, just be the kind of person that you want someone to be for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you do that, you'll be successful.
Exactly. Actually, what you said a couple of minutes ago, I was going to bring it up. You got a doco.
Yeah.
How's that going on?
Yeah, really good, man. So we're doing a documentary on Taylor Robertson, who's a local female boxer.
She's a weapon, though.
She's a freaking weapon. So if you guys watch Mayweather, and I'm going to look back on this podcast in 5 years. People might laugh now, but in 5 years, I'll look back and go, okay, I can see what he's saying. She's literally a female Floyd Mayweather. She doesn't get hit. She's quick. She's slick. Her IQ in the ring, she's unbelievable. She's unbelievable. She just got signed to a Canadian-US promoter, and she's got 3. So that's why it kind of works out well that we're in America.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, we've been following her for about 18 months now. This is her 5th fight coming up this Saturday. That's why I'm down here today. We've got to film her. She's got a public workout.
Oh, true. She could kill me in one punch.
Bro, she's a weapon, bro. Yeah, she'd pick you off just like a tiger in the wilderness, bro.
She's crazy.
And so we're doing it. So it started with her, and it sort of branched out to be a documentary about female athletes in general within Australia. So we got like Tia Claire Toomey, 5-time CrossFit athlete, got champion. Ali Brigginshaw from the Brisbane Broncos. We've got shout out the Bronx. Ebony Bridges, she's got a big fight. I'm in the UK next month filming that, which would be epic.
Yeah, right.
And who else have we got? We get Tia, Ebony, Ali. We've also got Taylor Harris, who's an AFLW player as well. So it's kind of it's built out into this like. The main story is Taylor Robertson and her journey from sort of nobody to like now people finally see who she is and just what female athletes have to face. And then the other girls just kind of speak into their experiences because they've sort of made the top of their sport. And so it's turned out really good. We've had conversations with some major, I can't say too much, but with some major streaming platforms in Australia. So I'm pumped, man. And we're going to use this to platform a new project, which is really exciting.
When do you think it'll be?
I think it'll be finished before I leave by February.
Yep.
But I don't know, depending on the contract deals and distribution, I don't know yet.
So you said that like you're going to UK. When's that?
December 3rd. So Ebony Bridges has a big fight. And it's funny, Ebony Bridges, she's a really epic boxer. She's fighting Shannon O'Connell, who was Taylor's first big opponent who we filmed for the documentary. So it's kind of come around in full circle, and now they're fighting. So yeah, it's pretty cool full circle kind of film.
How long are you there for?
I'm probably only going to be there for a week.
Yeah.
And I'll come
home.
home.
Have you been in the UK?
Never been.
No.
I've got a UK passport because my dad's British.
Sammy Burgess.
So
nice.
Yeah, man, that should be exciting. But we've pretty much wrapped filming mostly. It's just little pieces. I'll have to show you, dude. It's really cool.
I saw like a little sneak peek a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it was like it's a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
We're going to do up another one, which is about a minute long. That'll come out the next month.
What did you film the doco on? Like
Red.
The whole thing?
Yeah. So we obviously upgraded to Red at the start of the year. And so, the whole thing's basically... There's some bits that we could only get like a Sony FX6 or like we had a DSLR on us or whatever.
That's cool.
But yeah, most of it's done on Red, so it looks epic.
Camera gear you bought because of the business?
Yeah. So it was part of like the initial investment. And so, we bought like the most expensive thing I've ever bought, like $60,000 Red. Like, really? Good though.
What's that? That's the whole thing?
Yeah, so the whole kit.
Yeah, whole kit.
Yeah, so except for lenses. Like lenses were another 15 grand on top. So, I mean, we're going all in on this thing, bro. Like, part of the visa, we had to spend what they call it? It was an investment, but it was like a substantial investment. It had to be over a certain amount. So we had to really that's why we got the car and the office and all the equipment and everything.
Oh, so you've got an office?
Yeah.
Yep. Is anyone in there? Nothing?
It's kind of like a share idea with a client that we've got. But there's another option which is early days at the moment. But there's a few options, so we might set up a few spaces. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see what happens, man.
So with your doco, and I saw that sneak peek. Like, I'm not a filmmaker or a videographer but what's the process of like starting the doco? Like, obviously you have to have the idea.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want you to like talk heavily into it.
Yeah,
like,
There's a lot of nuances, but like basically, bro, like this is my first proper feature. You know, like we've done, business videos, promotions. We've done TV. Like we've done all that sort of stuff, music videos, which is great, and we'll still continue to do that. But I really want to be in a space where I'm working on one project over a long period of time. Like I really want to hone in on just either documentaries or short films or short series or whatever.
Yeah, you're not doing like 10 things, you're doing one thing.
Yeah, I want to just do like one thing really well. And so I was like, I was hunting for a doco for about a year before this. I was like, I want to do a story. So we were going to do one. We went to Darwin and I was about to pull the trigger on like really meeting the right people to do an Indigenous Australia one.
Yep.
And so I wanted to do something on like, so this documentary is called Overlooked. And it's the idea that there's marginalized people within our society that me as a young white male gets all the truth is I get all the opportunity in the world. If I want to play rugby league, I play rugby league. If I want to be a filmmaker, I don't really face much pushback from society, but there are people within Australia and around the world who do face more setbacks and just walls that I wouldn't have to face. And so I really wanted to seek to understand. And so I actually met Taylor through the gym I was going to, and she was telling me these stories about, there was this one just quickly, how this promoter was going to sign her, and she's early on in her career, and he's like, yeah, I'd love to get you on board, and it was all promising. She's so excited, and she goes, when can we meet to discuss? And he goes, oh well, I'm actually want to meet you tonight. She's like, cool. And she's like, what time? And he goes, oh, how's 11:30 p.m. at this nightclub? And I'm like, and she's like, 11:30 p.m. at a nightclub for a meeting. Obviously he's just there because she's a young pretty girl, you know what I mean? And so like I would never have to face anything like that. I'd be like, get screwed, see you later, you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't even ever happen to me. And she's telling me this story and a bunch more, and I just remember thinking, man, there's something here, we could do a story. And I about a month later put something together, and I went to Taylor and Glenn, her manager, and I said, can I follow you? They said, for how long? I said, however long it takes. And I got the okay from them, and we filmed her first fight, and then now we're five fights deep. She's won most of them. big America deal coming up, heaps more eyes on her now, and so
good, dude.
Yeah, and so I just pitched it, and honestly, because it's my first feature, I just learnt along the way. I learnt, okay, what do we do here? X, Y, and Z. So I got someone onto DP, and he partnered with me, and then we got some funding, and then now we're looking at distribution. So I'm trying to learn the whole world of like how to distribute a film. And
but once you do it, bro, the next one's gonna be better.
Bro, here's the thing: how do you? Some people say, how do you start? Well, you just start doing it. You just do it, and then so like I didn't know half the things I was doing at the start. Now I've learned a plethora of ways how to distribute films and how to start something and who you need to get on board. Now I have got full confidence to go to Amazon Prime and be like, let's do a 5-part series, give me $1 million.
Yep.
Like I've got full confidence to do that now because I've done all the groundwork. So it's been exciting, dude. And like, you think, oh, this is his first documentary. It's probably going to be crap, but it looks epic, dude. Like it looks really clean. It's engaging. I can't wait to show the world, bro.
So funny, dude. Like you watch all these like Netflix documentaries like that. You just there's docos about like this murderer. There's a doco about this unsolved mystery. Blah blah blah. Like there's so many docos about technology. Whatever it is, there's a doco, right?
Yeah,
there's one about octopus.
Whatever
everything. It is, right?
Yeah.
But you never like. Even me, I'm a photographer. Yeah. And I make YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And I shoot weddings. But even when I watch a doco, I still don't even think about all the work
that
the director, the producer, the filmmaker.
There's 30 people on the team.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you got 10 editors. You got and even the Michael Jordan documentary, right? So they had to fast track that during COVID. They wanted to release it I was watching a 2-hour thing with the director. They wanted to release that documentary in a month and a half or 2 months, and they were only like a quarter of the way through it. So, and because it was COVID, no one could leave. So what they would do is because most of it was archival footage. They already filmed with Michael. They already filmed. They filmed for ages. And so when they were putting it together, bro, there's only a team of the director and 2 editors. So they basically got all these hard drives, and then they'd do a section each. Then they'd send it all to the director. He'd check it, and then every 2 days they'd have a meeting on Zoom, and they'd be sending. I think they spent like a couple of grand just sending hard drives to one another because they were in different states. And they busted their asses for like a month to get it done, and they pushed it out early, which turned out to be great timing.
Great. But imagine like they had more time. That could have been a better.
Oh yeah, totally. But like even just like the fact that they did that with only 3 guys, and in the space that they did, it's actually unreal, dude. So yeah, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that I've learned and learning, and I'm just loving the journey, bro. It's cool.
Yeah, no, it's sick, man. Like I'm very happy for you.
Thanks, bro.
I'm kind of like envious of like the American thing because it's sick. Because I want to be there too. Like. We were just there.
Dude, I'd just say, like, and even like for you and anyone who's listening, like, just if you want to do something, just go for it. Like, I'm not the most like naturally gifted person in the world. I was always like when I came up doing film, like I was always the guy. The only reason I do film is because I was never as good as everyone else at everything I was filming. So my mates when I was younger, they were all better at skating. Sam, can you film? Yeah, sweet. You know what I mean? Or like we're playing rugby. Sam, can you film this tackle? Or like whatever it was. Like I was never the most talented at that thing.
Yeah, same.
But that's how I always ended behind the camera. And now look what I get to do. And I would just say to anyone, just if you have a dream or if you got anything that you want to do, just go for it. Yeah. People will laugh, bro. I had that many people I've like seen messages and screenshots of people laughing at me. People like saying like, "Oh, Sam's like he talks a big game, blah blah blah." But I'm like, stuff it. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna actually just try and achieve my dreams and just at least I know that I died trying. You know what I mean? And
just do.
You have to live like that, bro. Yeah. Go hard. Like there's no point going, "Oh, I'll just dip my feet in." Yeah. Just go for it. You just never know where life takes you, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's like basically how I got into photography, man. Like, I just started like doing I didn't think anything of it. I just did it.
And now you're mine and Jasmine's favorite photographer. Oh. And that's not just saying that. You actually are. No, legit, bro. Actually, Jazz always goes, "Oh, can we get Carlo to do that? Can we get Carlo to do that?"
I reckon if you fly me over the States, pay for my flights, accommodation, pay for some other things, like I'll be over there for about 4 weeks. We just take a photo.
Done deal. Let's do it. Right, sweet. We'll go to the Cowboys.
I'll see you 2034.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go to Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Cowboys up North Queensland.
Yeah, North. Hey, bro, book your flights. You look at Virgin, North Queensland.
Yeah, you'll be at the game. I'll FaceTime you.
But you're in row 37.
Yeah, so nosebleeds.
So bring your zoom lens.
Yeah, classic. So obviously, we've gone through starting the business, going to the States. Obviously, you said that you're going to be there around February, hopefully, and that's when you're going to... When you get there, what's next for you guys? Like, do you have a big project there coming up, or is this more, you got to search for stuff first? And stuff? Or do you have anything lined up?
Good question. So obviously with the documentary, I'm going to continue to be working on distribution while we're there.
Yeah.
Because I think even if we get a deal in the next couple of months before we go, there's a lot of back end that needs to happen. So
probably a while.
Yeah, so we still be working on the doco and getting that out there. Even if we license the documentary within Australia, we can still re-license it in America. So we've got some contacts that we're talking to there. So obviously continue to work on the doco and some future projects. We've got a big client there who runs about 10 subsidiary companies, plungy pools. There's a bunch of different branding. Yeah, so we're going to initially work for them straight away.
Yep.
There's an architecture firm which we're going to do some work for. There's a tequila company.
Oh.
So bro, there's options there already. I think honestly the first thing is for me is to start building a team. I need help. I need help now, but I can't build a team within Australia because we're leaving.
Yeah.
So first thing will be to get straight into the studio, set that up, and then start to build the team. And then, I want to have a team of 10 by the end of next year.
Sick.
So I
get
want to
that
have
tequila going.
Yeah.
Tequila's big though. Is that a big?
Yeah,
thing
it
there?
is. Yeah, in Texas, right next to Mexico.
Yeah.
So it is big. Yeah, it's massive. I forget the company name. That's bad. Sorry if they're listening.
That's
but
that's all right. We won't shout them out yet.
We're not worried. I'm not worried about work. I want to make sure that we are set up from the start.
Yeah. So you want to be like pretty comfortable.
Yep.
Get everything done.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, we just want to get a team on and then I want to pitch once we do this documentary. I've already got an idea for the next one. And so I want to pitch that idea to Amazon or Netflix to fund from the start. See, the thing is with this documentary, I had to fund this from the start. So I was funding everything from the beginning, and then we got some funding about halfway through, which helped me get to that next level. But once you've got one under your belt, I have the full confidence to go to a Netflix or an Amazon and say, we'd love to do an original.
You the idea.
I've got the idea, and I know that they'd be keen, but it's just about getting that over the line. So, talking to producers at the moment to come on board, and a guy who's directing something with Stan at the moment. So that we've got plenty of options.
Good connects.
It's just about how we do it, and so I won't give everything away, but there's a lot happening.
That's sick, dude. Like I said, man, I'm happy for you.
Thanks,
man.
bro.
It's cool. Like, we've known each other for about 2 or 3 years now, man, and a lot of things have
hit it off straight away.
Speak for yourself. I don't know.
Yeah, speak for you.
No, but everything's been good, man. Like, I'm grateful that we met and everything's cool. Like, we've done weddings together, we've done other jobs together.
Footy,
basketball. Oh, I've got in my notes here, dude. Remember, early morning missions to bar and bay.
Oh, yeah. See, that stuff, man, that's where memories are made, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Waking up at 3 a.m. just to drive down to bar.
Bro, remember we met at Macca's at 4 a.m.?
Yeah, but we were at Macca's for 45 minutes. We missed sunrise.
That's right. Man.
Or Mitch was taking 3 hours to get ready. That's what we were waiting. We woke up at 3 a.m. to go sunrise.
Yeah,
sunrise.
That's right. But then it turned out to be a sick day anyway.
Dude,
we got some good photos. I still see those photos circulate.
Oh yeah, dude.
So cool.
Yeah. Speaking of and it was hot and sun.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm burnt right now.
Yeah,
man.
you are. You're crispy, eh?
Dude, I'm so burnt. I had a wedding yesterday.
Yeah, you're crispy.
Dude, it's fucked. It's so bad, dude. I'm oiled up, man. I'm drinking aloe vera right now, bro, man.
Keep the hydration going, brother.
I'm dipped in aloe vera. Basically.
You're having an aloe vera bath after this.
It is unreal. But
man.
One thing I'm gonna ask you, bro, before we end the potty, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
3 people, dead or alive.
Okay.
That you wanna not necessarily learn off, just hang out with. You want to know stuff about them, doesn't have to be camera related.
Oh man, that's a tough
just
question.
anyone that you think in your life that
inspirations,
whether they're inspiration or somebody that you just want to sit down and have a laugh with and have a chat with. 3 people, dead or alive.
Oh, bro, really?
Yeah. Don't stress, bro. I can chop this up.
Yeah. Okay.
Speed it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. 3 people, dead or alive. Man, I'd love to. I mean, I've been a Justin Bieber fan since day one.
Bieber.
So I know everyone loves him now, but I was day one, baby. So
day one. Bieber, if you're hearing, we want tickets.
Yeah, literally. Well, my ticket got refunded because he's not coming to Brisbane anyway. I'll have to have a chat with him once we get there.
Nah, have a chat. I reckon have a chat with him.
Yeah.
Because, he might play in Dallas.
Bro, maybe.
He might have a Dallas concert.
Maybe, man. I'd love to sit down with him. I'd love to do some work with him, eh?
He's actually no one knows him, obviously. But he just looks like a guy when I say no one knows
sorry,
him,
I thought you meant no one knows who he is, but no one knows him.
But he literally looks like a guy you could hang out with.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Obviously he's famous as fuck.
I know people who know people that have hung out with him, and he's just a genuine.
Yeah, my grandma's
auntie's sister's cousin's brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's actually his. Nah, anyway. So I'd love to sit down with him. I'd love to sit down with James Cameron. He directed heaps of stuff: Titanic, Avatar.
Yeah, T2.
Oh man, I would love to pick his
he
brain.
makes like a movie like every 5 years, hey?
Yeah, but they're like
And they're unreal,
insane.
yeah.
Like Avatar 2 looks so good.
Yeah, because I actually went through his body of work like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone about him. That's
He
so
hasn't
weird.
done heaps, but his quality is
Yeah.
unreal.
Well, if you look at, and I could be wrong, but when I was looking him up, I think like his first movie was like this random movie. Then a couple years later, he did Aliens.
Oh yeah,
That was,
yeah,
like, his
that's right.
first.
Yep.
Then he's made movies in between that every year. But
Yeah.
then there's this period in like, I guess, the 90s where he went like one movie, 4 years, another movie, 4 years later, another movie, then like 7 years, another movie. Like there was like, because I guess he, like you said, you want to work on one project for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So he probably does that too.
Yeah.
Like, he'll film a movie,
Yep.
edit it for like 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, like, or, you know, well, I don't know how the process works.
Oh,
for
bro,
someone
so
like James
much.
Cameron.
Oh, so much, bro. And even just like technology, he was waiting for Avatar 2 because the technology wasn't available for what he wanted to do.
Dude, I watched Avatar 1 and I thought that was...
And he
that's
killed
good as
it. And he
goes.
killed it.
Yeah.
But now he's waited for all this new technology that's come out, which is unreal. Like,
Dude, when
it's
is that-
literally called Unreal Engine. And it's
Really?
like, where have you seen Disney Plus? Have you seen Mandalorian? On
Yeah,
Disney Plus.
Yeah, Mandalorian.
So you know how like there's all
Have you
those
watched it?
scenes of him in the desert and all that sort of stuff. So that's all actually an LED screen using a gaming program called Unreal Engine.
I've seen a Matrix version of Unreal.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's insane. Anyway, so he was waiting for all this technology to come out for Avatar 2.
Sometimes I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? Can you get a wriggle on, mate?
Yeah,
wanna watch
I
Avatar 2.
know.
And he was saying like there's Avatar 3 and shit.
Yeah,
When's that
I'm
going to come out when I'm 95?
No, the thing is, bro, yeah, literally, he had them all written before he filmed Avatar 1, but he didn't do 2 until it was the right time, and that's why it's going to be so special because like he has waited for the right technology, and they've been filming this for years, bro.
Actually, I'm going to watch Avatar. I'm going to watch Avatar, the first one.
Let's rewatch it and then go see number 2.
Oh, we'll watch it together.
It's my favorite movie.
We'll watch it together. Popcorn.
Yep.
Hold hands.
Yep, kiss maybe.
In
Anyway,
Dallas.
and number 3 would be like I got 4. Is that alright?
Yeah, bro.
Number 3 is John Howard. I just would love to sit down with
John Howard.
John Howard
That's
and just
gold.
like that's gold.
That's gold.
I just love to like. He just seems like such a good fella. I loved how he
Those eyebrows don't quit.
how he led the country, and so I'd love to sit down with him and pick his brain. And the 4th one,
Do you reckon
is
he was the best Prime Minister we've ever had?
hands down the best Prime Minister Australia's ever
Dude,
seen.
you know what's so funny, man? Like, when he was a Prime Minister and I was young, like,
yeah,
I would have been
yeah.
like,
So we were like super young.
yeah,
Yeah,
super young. Like, I still remember him to this day. The Prime Ministers now, dude, I don't know their names.
they've
I don't
come
know
and
much
gone.
about
They've
them.
come and gone.
Their
Like
memes.
yeah, literally.
Like, you know,
yeah.
ScoMo. Like,
Yeah.
they come and go. They don't stay.
Well, back then when like John was in for 2 terms, or 3, like he was in for ages,
It's
and
like 8 years.
yeah, so like he was etched in Australia's history for a long time because he was such a great leader. Anyway, and then 4th would be like a Jamie Foxx or a Michael B. Jordan. Like like I love Jamie Foxx because he's so, like uber multi-talented. You know, like he does sort of everything.
Dude, that
and
guy.
he's been around for a long time.
That guy annoys me, man, bro. I love him.
Jamie Foxx.
No, he annoys me because like God creates a guy who can fucking
Dude,
dance,
everything,
who can comedy.
bro. I know.
Like it's like he's good at acting too, dude. Like it's like God, why didn't you just give me that?
Yeah.
acting
Like
bit
it's like he poured too much talent into one
into
thing.
one
eh?
person? It's like
I
give me
know.
some, brother.
Yeah,
You
I know.
I could have been a good singer.
Bro, how good was he in Django?
Oh, dude.
Oh, like he can play. He can
All
play
his
a
movies,
serious role, or he can play like funny as. He's just
there's
genius.
2 movies by him, dude. One is Collateral. I think it's Collateral with Tom Cruise.
Nah.
It's like the cab. He's a taxi driver. I think
Nah, I
that's the
haven't seen
name. It's Collateral.
Yeah,
Dude,
right.
watch it. It's
Yeah.
unreal.
Collateral.
It's like basically, not to give too much away, but like he's a cabbie,
Yeah.
and Tom Cruise is like a hitman,
Oh right.
and like he has to drive the guy around. all
Yeah.
night.
Right. Okay.
It's sick. It's such a sick movie.
Yeah.
And then another one he's in, dude, is called. Hold on. It's funny as.
He was in one recently called Baby Driver. That was really good.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
sick. Hold on, getting the Google out, guys.
Yeah, get the Google out, bro.
Jamie Foxx movies. This is how much of a fan I'm not.
He's just wicked, bro. Everything he does is just turns to gold, man. Everything.
He is. It's actually an old movie, man. It's
older.
Yeah.
What's it about? I might know it.
Bro. It's on the tip of my tongue, eh?
What
The
else is
movie.
on the tip of your tongue?
The movie.
Oh,
Bait.
Bait.
Yeah.
Show me the cover. Oh right, no, what? I haven't seen
So-
that. Oh, he's young there.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, he's young. This movie's old. Like this is like I don't know what year it is, but
90s or something.
yeah, something like that. But
Yeah.
it's a funny movie. Like he's like a criminal, like
Yeah.
like a small town criminal, like
Yeah,
you know,
right.
little burglaries here, blah blah stuff like that. But like it's funny as hell. Dude.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like and he saves the day and stuff like that. Blah blah. All this
Yeah,
crap.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Jamie Foxx,
Love to meet him, man.
love to meet him. Annoyed. I guess I don't know if I'm annoyed by him, but whoever created this guy, man, gave him too much talent because he can sing and Kanye.
He can do everything,
He
man.
can do everything. He can act. He's a comedian.
Yeah,
Dude.
he'd
He's
just
one of
be
the funniest guys.
I know,
dude.
he's
His impersonations.
hilarious, bro.
Dude,
Hilarious.
yeah,
I'd
so-
love to sit down with. Anyway, that's my list.
That'll be a sick group of people. Imagine
Imagine that.
all four in
Yeah,
one
yeah.
room.
Imagine that. Like
Yeah.
having a meeting at a coffee shop and there's
Yeah.
all four of us
John
sitting
Howard's
down.
there. He was
Johnny
loving
Howard with Jamie Foxx.
Imagine John Howard was funny to Jamie Foxx. He was actually funnier.
Yeah,
low-key
he just did this
funny.
like with his eyebrows.
Yeah, his eyebrows. He was cleaning the windows with his eyebrows. That's what he was doing.
Love
but
it, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for being on the potty.
Loved it.
Now, guys, I'm gonna have all of Sam's business in the details in the YouTube description. So if you want to look him up, just click those
Click those links, baby.
Click those links. That's the word. Yeah.
You're too sunburnt, bro. You
I
can't
know,
talk.
dude. I'm tired. I'm sunburned.
Yeah.
Like I can't even move my face.
Nah,
bro. Like, it's
literally, you feel like
it's
it's
like
just-
a leather bag. On my, like I feel like a leather bag. My neck is worse, bro. I'm like hopping in the shower and like like yeah. It's not.
Tell
good.
us more. Yeah.
Tell us more. Yeah, sweet. All right, man. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks for having me on.
I'll catch you soon, dude.
See you in Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas. Oh, I'll probably see you before.
Yeah, 100%.
Hopefully.
I'll see you
I go to
before.
Japan for like 7 weeks. So it's,
Okay.
Yeah, in December, January. But when I get back, hopefully.
Yeah, I'll still be here.
Yeah.
Still be here.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
Love you, man.
You're the man.
Appreciate
Let's
it.
go.
Woo!